Today we're going to talk about naming conventions for football clubs around the world. If you come from traditional American sports, the abbreviations and the anagrams that can be in soccer team names can be a bit confusing. The most common convention you'll see in a club's name is FC, stands for football club. As an example, let's take a look at a kit from reigning MLS champion NYCFC, of which you can see football club right at the bottom of their crest. The F almost always represents football, or the term for it wherever you are regionally around the world, like football in Spain, as well as futbolski, like in Serbia, or Fußball in Germany. Football club is a very common term, but depending on the words that make up that term in a certain language, the letters change in front of a club. For example, in Slovenian, the term is nogometni klub, which means football club, so their club team, NK Maribor, is Football Club Maribor. You'll also see the word club spelled with a K, so FK Partizan is a good example from Serbia. In many Spanish-speaking countries, you'll see the letters flipped, CF, in front of the club name, meaning Club de Football, or even right after the name of the club, as with Valencia, CF. Having the term Atletico in the name generally means the club plays more sports than just football. It's a common term seen in Spanish clubs, but also to an extent in Brazil and other countries. If you're using the term Atletico, it generally also comes with the word club, such as Club Atlético de Madrid. Over here, Athletic Club, based in Bilbao in the north of Spain, uses the term athletic specifically. Next term is similar to Atletico in that it tells us that they're a sporting organization beyond football. They use the term sport, sporting, Sportiva, or Deportivo. As examples, we did a previous video on Sport Club Emelec from Ecuador. This is Sporting Clube de Portugal. And finally, this is Deportivo Saprissa from Costa Rica. Dynamo generally means that the club had an association with the Dynamo Sporting Society in the former Soviet Union. You'll still see the name around in clubs in Russia as well as Eastern Germany or in Eastern Bloc countries such as Dynamo Zagreb of Croatia. If you see an AC or an AS, that means you're probably in Italy. Associazione is the A, and the C stands for Calcio or football in Italian, such as AC Milan, as well as the S, Sportiva, such as AS Roma. Numbers in a club's name, such as with Bayer Leverkusen, generally mean the year they were founded, and you can look out for key words in the name of a club to tell what country they're from, like City, United, or Wanderers generally means England. The word Real at the front of their name generally means they're from Spain or some other Spanish-speaking countries. In Germany, you'll see the term Union or Eintracht, which means unity, as well as Borussia, which means the clubs from the northwest of Germany. Mönchengladbach took it from the region. Dortmund took it from a brewery, a very German way to name a club. And finally, company names, such as Bayer Leverkusen and Emelec, being from a pharmaceuticals company, as well as an electric company in Ecuador, which is why they're nicknamed El Bombillo, and Red Bull, which has purchased a bunch of clubs around the world, but that's a whole other can of worms that I don't want to open now. So I hope this has been helpful to let you know a bit more about clubs. There are a lot of other terms you might see. Drop some in the comments that I didn't cover.